And thanks so much for watching. My name is Lou, and I'm your Cannaboss lady with my little secret, where I share my love of all things natural that fuel our body to help us live healthy, happy, balanced lives. The information I'm about to share with you is for informational purposes only. The purpose of my little secret is to hopefully give everyone a better understanding and knowledge of various health topics with natural ways that we can work with our bodies in order to achieve the very best possible version of ourselves. Now, in order to be in compliance, I have been told that I must make the following statement. So here you go. Nothing said here is intended to be substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. I'm not your doctor. Still not your doctor. Wasn't your doctor last week, not your doctor this week. So May is Mental Health Month and Mental Health Awareness Month. And I wanted to talk to you about being positive and having a positive mental health. We all have that one family member, friend, or Facebook friend who this will make you think of. And if you don't, then buckle up, Buttercup, because it might be you. You know the one who's always complaining, always negative, always having some tragedy in their lives. Today, we're going to give you some pointers on how to stop that behavior and start being a happy and positive person, especially if this person is maybe you. So it's good you tuned in today. If you want to change your circumstances, you have got to absolutely stop the way that you're thinking. You have to stop believing that you're stuck in your situation and passively accepting that you're incapable of doing anything about this. Many people allow themselves to be caged by their fear and depression and anxiety. And for those people, they seem to have an inner critic, someone who's always whispering in their ears, keeping them from succeeding. The truth is, negative thinking will absolutely shackle you into a life that is both mediocre and unfulfilling. And if you want to stretch yourself to your fullest potential, you're going to have to escape this self-imposed prison of negative thinking. And sometimes all it takes is consistent practice. And with that, you can overcome the way that you maybe are feeling now. I have 9 effective tools that will help you create a happier, healthier, positive you. And the first one is you've got to start with a new norm. Negativity is everywhere. Our friends make fun of us for our dreams, casually diminishing our goals. Family members might urge us to seek real jobs, dependable jobs, something to stay on course. We're surrounded by this constant drumbeat of, you can't make it, so don't even try. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Negative thinking is not healthy, and it can trap us in a prison of fear, anxiety, anger, and despair. In order to free yourself, you're going to have to start seeking new norms. Tame those mental monsters. The more we let negative thoughts take hold, the more we let negativity seep into our psyche and allow pessimistic thinking to become part of us. Negative thoughts are like mental monsters. They will eat you and your dreams from the inside out, and they don't let up. Give yourself a pep talk. To truly break out of the prison of negative thinking, you must begin acting positively every day. This is going to help you eradicate negativity by not giving it space to fester in your mind, not giving it a place to grow. One way to do this is to actually write yourself a pep talk, something that reads like an advertisement, like you're selling yourself by promoting your very best qualities. I mean, what would you say if you had to market yourself? What are some of the great things about you? Think of this like an in-house advertising campaign that only you are going to see. It's an internal commercial that you can play on repeat in your mind, a constant pep talk to yourself. Say this pep talk to yourself out loud when nobody's around, hopefully, at least once a day. And yeah, there's an app for this too, and it's free, and it's actually on Google. The one that I use is called ThinkUp. So fourth, you're going to want to get back to reality. Negative thinking is often centered around thoughts about the past that are upsetting and hurtful, things that were disappointing, things with anxiety and things that we're apprehensive about, something that we believe is going to happen again in the future. These painful and fearful thoughts prevent us from focusing on the present and accepting where we are at this moment in time. Negative thinking creates stress and mental pain because we're focused on these ruminations instead of living in the reality of the moment. By bringing your attention back to the present, you'll see that your negative thoughts are just that. They're just thoughts. They're not reality. By living in the moment, you can begin to shape your reality into what you want. You're going to have to become a comfortable person. Don't be so awkward. If you want to break free of negativity, you're going to have to start attracting the positive. That means you're going to have to put out a positive energy, one that makes people want to gravitate towards you. You can do this, first of all, by learning to be honest. Be a little outgoing. It's not going to hurt anything, and be likable. Do you make people feel comfortable around you? Do you show people any interest in them and ask them about themselves and really want the answers? Maybe work on that a little bit. We all want to feel appreciated and liked, and if you show this consideration to others, they will begin to respond in kind. You can start by shifting the focus from yourself, all about me, to others, and just show them that you truly do care for them. Become a comfortable person by first becoming comfortable with yourself and making others feel welcome and accepted when they're around you. And sometimes, you have to remember, the more you talk, the less they listen. Never underestimate the power of forgiveness. We may imagine that not forgiving someone is some sort of punishment for them. We're doing something to them, a way of making them pay for what they've done to us. We may feel like withholding our forgiveness is a way to validate our own hurt and holding on to our sense of righteousness. We were wronged, and we need to make the other person pay for what they've done. But the truth is, forgiveness is a gift that you're going to give to yourself, first and foremost, because it allows you to let go and it allows you to move forward. Trust me. Forgiveness is a necessary part of releasing negative emotions, such as bitterness, resentment, and anger. When we truly forgive someone, we also heal ourselves and can begin to shift our mindset to become more optimistic and compassionate. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you've ignored the wrong that the person has done or that you've forgotten or condoned what has happened. But by letting go, you keep these negative feelings from eating you alive. Go out and be a force for good. It's not hard to see that our world is full of tragedy and sadness and cruelty everywhere. So many people act out of self-interest, and they have little regard for helping anyone else unless there's an ulterior motive. The result is that we often lose our way because our moral compass is not only fractured, but it's severely broken. But just as we have the power to damage, hurt, and destroy, we also have the power to exert a positive impact on the world. And that's what's called a force for good. We can embrace becoming a positive force by taking small steps, just little steps. Be more compassionate to other people. Practice some forgiveness. Endeavor to always be fair and foster transparency in all that you do, and be accountable for your actions. By treating everyone equally and remaining honest and taking responsibility for your mistakes, you will live a life that is happy and positive. Take that anger and frustration and use it for the positive. This is actually the eighth. There's times when we may become just so outraged about something that we feel it's just unfair or unjust. We take action and fight for what's right. And on the face of it, it's a good thing. But it doesn't take much to allow your anger to push you from being constructive to being destructive. To keep your mind and heart free from negativity, you must learn to use your frustration and anger to drive positive actions. You may very well be justified in your indignation, but if your behavior is hurtful or or just degrading, it can nullify the helpful positive change that you're hoping to create. Remember to show compassion and understanding even to those who oppose you or feel angry towards you or you toward them. And by doing this, you can create lasting positive change. The last is the power of change. It all lies in you. If you're going to break this negative cycle that you've become trapped in, you must accept the power to change. You have to embrace the positive. It must come from within. No one can do this for you. As much as we want to, we can't make you happy. Only you are capable of reframing your mindset by embracing and creating positive change. The first step is to begin with shifting away from being completely self-focused, completely self-absorbed, and wrapped up in a pessimistic mindset. Begin focusing on ways to show compassion and understanding toward others. Identify something you feel needs improvement and something that will help others. Get involved in an organization or a cause that's bigger than yourself, and feel how exhilarating it is to focus on creating something positive rather than being trapped in the negative all of the time. Recognize that ultimately you must be the one to create a healthier, more positive you. In closing, I just want to say one of the features of depression is pessimistic thinking. The negative thinking is actually the depression speaking. It's what depression sounds like. Depression, in fact, manifests in negative thinking before it creates any negative effect. If you or someone you know fits this description, there are natural ways to work on improving our feelings and moods with the use of approved organic hemp-derived CBD oils. Anxiety and depression are usually treated with pharmaceutical drugs, which, as we've discussed before, can cause a number of side effects, including drowsiness, agitation, insomnia, sexual dysfunction, and headache. What's more is medications like these benzos can be highly addictive and lead to substance abuse. In contrast, CBD's side effects are minimal. CBD is non-psychoactive, which means you do not get high, and it is safe for people and animals to use. CBD oil has shown promise as a treatment for both depression and anxiety, leading many who live with these disorders to become interested in this natural approach. CBD oil has even been used to safely treat insomnia and anxiety in children and post-traumatic stress disorder. CBD has shown antidepressant-like effects in several animal studies. These qualities are linked to CBD's ability to act on the brain's receptors from serotonin, a neurotransmitter that regulates mood and social behavior. So for more information on my recommendation for hemp-derived CBD, isolate or full spectrum, contact me, preferably through My Little Secrets Facebook Messenger, and I'll be happy to speak with you, or you can give me a call and we'll talk one-on-one. Heck, I'll come to your house if you need me to. So I'll send you the link if you just want to do it that way. But take care, everybody. Be positive, and God bless.